Hello world. So this week hasn't been great for Twitch streaming and game development for me, mainly because we didn't have electricity for 3 days during autumn time with the newborn baby. That is not fun when you can't have hot water or a boiler or electricity. But we survived the week. I've been slowly progressing, mainly been doing a lot of reading and research and figuring out a bit more about the Unreal game engine and the updates since I've last used it, because, well, at least I can read on my phone without electricity. With this, I basically took a picture when I was on holiday ages ago and I cleaned it up, and I was just focusing on the horizontal, not the vertical for seamless. I'll probably go a bit more into it, but what I'm mainly using is this tool over here called Offset, and making sure that it's like pixel perfect on the wrapping. So what I did is I just did a really basic diffuse and a normal map. I didn't do too much UV unwrapping in Blender yet, because I had to change a bunch of the controls for Blender so it could suit the way I like to use it. And you can see inside here that if I've just imported the plane that I made in Blender and did a very simple UV map so it's seamless, you'll see that all of these snap on really nicely together, and the normal map is plugged in as well. The Twitch connection stuff is still working, even though I upgraded to 5.3.2. I didn't have a single problem with it with Twiworks, so it's really stable and happy. My save and load function is working a bit smarter now, but it's not working the way I want it to, because it identified that my last chatter was me, Mimisiku, but it's not handling the data the way I want it to. So I'm just gonna pause that there and just show you that this is still working the way I want. I can go rar, and you'll see that first time chatter, one new message, and I still gain a bit of stamina and all that jazz like I used to. I've done a bunch of blocking out just to get a sense of like how tall I want things to be and all that. Eventually I want this to be like the Divine Realm, so you can like meditate here and get water and bigger water. Eventually I want to implement the free dialogue system that Unreal has this week for free code, so I could start interacting with NPCs or AI. I've done just basic bits of collision, nothing too fancy really, making sure shadows and things like that work the way I wanted to, but my imports on collision aren't working the way I want, so I'm going to make sure that my pipeline for importing objects from Blender has the collision the way I want it to, and it's actually got a decent performance to it. But as you can see, it looks nice and seamless. If it was like a little wall or a ledge or something like that. So eventually I want to start expanding all my props and do a lot more modeling and fill things out a bit more now. On the Twitch code side of things, I've made a lot of tests and examples of the old the check-in system for the new chatters, and I want to be able to bring them in on a save or a load. And you'll see that under the Twitch, sorry, I've been doing a lot of blocking out and playing around. You'll see that I've got two save systems now. So I've got the community save, which handles all the community logic and who's my followers or etc. Because eventually what I want to be able to do is, if someone has followed in the past and chatted, they become a resident, which is like someone that buffs the temple or the character. And then eventually you can get to the point of being a disciple, where an AI would spawn in the world and you could give your disciple commands to run around to certain key points to also meditate or boost me as the player. So yeah, just basically sorting out pipelines, and a bit of a slack week really, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, life isn't always easy. You just got to keep at it. So if you're ever interested in following me on Twitch and giving a little bit of support and helping out with the Twitch message testing and subscriber and bit testing, if you've got a free Amazon Prime subscription, I'd really appreciate it, particularly when the app is running and it is testing, so I can gather all the logs. And you can find me at twitch.tv/Mimisiku. And extra points to you if you can tell me where I get the name Mimisiku from. I spell it wrong. But yeah. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you online sometime. Bye.